Good evening. I wanted to reach out to the community to address some of the issues that have been going on in society. I try to stay neutral to keep this group out of the fray, but sometimes it is impossible to not get caught up in the troubles of the world. This year, we have seen a global pandemic, massive protest against police violence, and leaders who have grown less responsive to the needs of their constituents. There is a lot of division between the left and the right as people fight for their stake in the country and this economy. However, I did not come on here to speak about the bad things that we're experiencing. Instead, I came to bring a message of hope. There's a metaphor that I'm very fond of, known as the city upon the hill. It is being referenced by many presidents, including Kennedy, Reagan, and Obama, as well as other people across the aisle. It means that we as a people have the duty to act as a beacon of hope for the world, our citizens, and our neighbors. We should be an example for democracy and freedom, and for each other. It is in times like these, when our cities are burning, insults are being hurled, and nobody is listening, that we must find hope in the everyday. We are a society filled with broken promises, with neighbors alienated from neighbors, friends alienated from friends, and perhaps even most importantly, we are alienated from our community. I agree with many of you that our society is broken, but I see hope in all of this. I see hope for a better tomorrow built on the foundation of our shared history, where we as a people are there for each other again. A community where we are no longer defined by if we are Democrat or Republican, black or white, socialist or capitalist. Instead, we are a society gathering in love, a community gathering in love. Instead of neighbors alienated from neighbors, I see a world where neighbors are helping neighbors. We can no longer just be another Facebook group where we come together to support our members. We must be more than that. We need to be. We must be members of our everyday communities. We must be the people that others look up to, that turn to us when they need help. There are those who say that our broken society cannot be fixed, and that we must burn it all down and start anew. I disagree with that profoundly. Profoundly. We are more than just a broken society fractured with irreparable harm. We need to work together to build our society up again. The process will be slow and arduous, but we will make progress if we think smart and work from the heart. I know this to be true. We will once again be a glorious society, except we will not have the quiet pains hiding out of sight. We will be more than that. We must build a future that we can be proud of, that our descendants will be proud of. We must be a country that once again, or perhaps for the very first time, people can look up to and say, hey, I want to be just like that. But a country is more than the government. A community is more than the government. It is more than just some abstract notion of togetherness. A community is in its people. This group is one of the backbones of Dane County. Dane County is the backbone of Wisconsin, and Wisconsin is the backbone of the Midwest. We must not tear down society because it is broken. Instead, we must fix the faults in the foundation and build it up again. Society is not a constant. There will always be new things to discover, new ways of doing things. It is something that must be reordered and reimagined from time to time. We cannot afford to destroy our society, even when it fails us, especially when it fails us. We must love this beacon, this shining city on the hill, and in that love of community, we must experience and expect the best of it. We live in a community divided. where racism and bigotry are to be found in many places, even in our county. We cannot accept that this is the way it has to be, or the fact that it. Never mind. End stream. Restart. Back to the beginning.